Can you believe this weather? What a change. What was it, 95 degrees today?
Something like that.
Still up for a walk?
Sure.
Good, this weather is invigorating.
Yeah, well, it's cold.
You think you ought to leave a light on inside? There was another robbery last night, just 2 blocks over on Childress.
Maybe you're right.
It's that creepy Pearson kid, the one with the crooked devil eye. He's a little criminal.
That sweet little boy down the street?
That sweet little boy is at least 16 years old. Remember when he stole his neighbor's car? It made the news.
He's a Boy Scout. I bought candy bars from him. He's harmless.
Well, I guess if he sells candy bars. That family on Childress, they were robbed while they were sleeping. Someone slipped in the back window and stole some jewelry and an iPod. Bet you a big-ass bag of chocolate that your Boy Scout has a drug problem.
Can we talk about something else?
Oh, I'm sorry. Somebody's burning piñon.
I love that smell.
Yeah.
It's so comforting.
Jane, is everything all right? I didn't spook you, did I?
No, I'm just a bit foggy. I took a long nap and part of the evening is missing.
What do you mean, missing?
When did we speak on the phone?
About 6.
After we spoke, I went online, and all of a sudden, the cold crept in. It slowly rolled up the back of my shirt, and it gave me goosebumps.
The front came in around sundown.
I got up to see where the cold was coming from. And an hour later, I'm waking up from a nap. I'd fallen asleep in the living room.
Honey, it's the cold. This is hibernating weather. And the heat index was above 100 today. Your body just went into shock.
Yeah. While I was sleeping, I had a really disturbing dream about Carl. It was very upsetting.
You want to talk about it? You haven't mentioned Carl much since the heart attack. Honey, I know it's hard. I know how much you miss him.
But I don't miss him, Cass. I don't miss him at all.
I don't mean that.
32 years ago last month, we were married. Doesn't seem so long ago. We'd only been married a short time, maybe a week, when it all went wrong. We were having a conversation, just a casual conversation. At one point I said something, I don't remember what, something mundane like, "Can you believe this cold weather?" And then he looked at me with this dead stare and went, as if he were dismissing me. We never spoke again. Not in any real sense. He became this silent shadow. Any light? Any light at all? And he would have disappeared. I should have left him. Instead, I had 3 children with him.
Everyone deals with loss differently. I mean, you might remember things in a kinder light a few months from now.
The dream I had tonight, I've had before. I pick up a hammer and I beat Carl's head into a bloody pulp. And after the final blow, when I'm absolutely certain that he's dead, I feel such relief. Like the relief I felt the night he died.
I had no idea.
I have another confession, Cass. I killed Carl.
You don't know what you're saying.
The night Carl had his first heart attack, I felt a rush of adrenaline. I felt hopeful. This was my light. They gave him 3 different prescriptions and a low-fat diet. Things that Carl would inevitably let fall away. After a few days, he stopped taking his medication, but I made sure that I misplaced the bottles, just in case. The night of his second heart attack, he pleaded for his medication. He was in such pain, and I just stood there and watched as his face turned red. At one point, he staggered towards me and reached out, and I went, "Shh." And I dismissed him.
I don't believe it happened that way, Jane. Honestly, I think this is survivor's guilt.
What if it isn't? I'm getting cold.
Are you sure you don't want to spend the night at my house tonight? I'll make a fire.
Some other time. I'm really exhausted.
Jane, I'm really glad you told me.
Good night.